Greetings everyone, here's Lodrik again, and this is a game War in the Pacific Admirals Edition. Today we will return to the play-by-email match against Jochen. Jochen is the commander of the Allied forces, and for me it is always the Empire of Japan. We're making this scenario 1 day turn setup. So today we check the 12th March 1942. Yeah, and we are watching if my invasion in around Fiji and Darwin can have any success, and if there's a way to really break the stalemate in China. So first Jochen making night bombardment in Fakte, but nothing happens. Now he bombed me at night in Bangkok, but no hits so far. Clear sky, not much moonlight. The second strike is more successful. He can kill one of my medium bombers and one Oscar on the ground. And these are always a combat point. You never know if they're 100% true, but let's see. This is what we can see and read here. Now we have some allied ship is sinking. And my Navy Guard unit is arriving in Raoul Island. This is a small island between New Zealand and Fiji. And it's a nice space to keep maybe some scout planes to check the seas around. This is his forward basis, or from Tarakan. It's simply only walking distance is too far. There's no road connection and it's both swamped, so I think it's better to make an amphibious assault. Even if I lose here small equipment, it simply saves time for me. More unloading. So no big Navy engagement. But my carrier Source of New Zealand picking still up some cargo ships. And Suva is also a task force. Okay. Bad weather is grounding some air forces. Now the P-38s from, I think, Molheim. They don't have the range for operator from Rangoon. Trying to sweep my base, but I have no cap fighter up. Of course, I also don't want to engage them at 33 or 30,000 feet. This is high altitude is always the comfort zone of this P-38s. And all my Japanese fighters are always low level, nothing over 20,000 normally. Good. Some support bombardment to break here the lines north of Xi'an, but not really much effect. So I can see that more and more British forces are flooding into northern Thailand. But my strategy is give up North Thailand and fight only for Bangkok. This is the only really base matters. And the rail down to Singapore must be open for sure. Again, bad weather. Yeah, I try to use some army bombers to cripple this Dutch forces on the ground, but it's so hard to hit them in the jungles. Maybe a little waste of supplies. Good, and some follow-up strike of my carriers. So this is already a damaged burn ship. With only one cargo ship, with one airplane on board. Ah yeah. At least a score. A hit. Something I can write down and say it's a victory. But looks like there is really nothing left from all of this big convoy I found in the South Pacific. Maybe this was the last cargo ship and all others escaped. Or maybe this was really the last one. I don't know. So here's an American submarine at the Port Blair, and I try to kill it, but it's not working. And one of the last activity is a big Japanese tanker. Luckily here's American submarines and they missing. Good. This time they miss. I remember still the moment early in the war that one Dutch submarine, I think, sank 2 of my fleet tankers. That was not so nice. Good. Landing, all successful, no additional damage. There are no real heavy coastal batteries. So you need something like in Darwin or in Tarakan, 6 or at least 6-inch guns to make damage. So I try now to break here north of Xi'an, the front line. But I cannot really break it. My 2,500 go down to 1,000 and Jochen's 1,700 more or less keep. So it's not that he gets stronger but I get weaker. I lose here some equipment. Still I would say it's not a disaster, it's a defeat. I'm losing here more than him. Most of my stuff is only disabled so I can bring it back. So the attempt failed and maybe I must find another solution. And this was only the Elliott bombardment after I make the amphibious assault. So next turn I can wipe them out. Hopefully they will surrender or not run to the next jungle flags. So a not very active turn. The land battle was, I think, the highlight, and the highlight was a defeat for me. So again, I am not able to break Xi'an, or the north front of Xi'an. Yeah, but maybe there are other ways. So first, the intelligence report. Air war was again very light. Most of my aircraft all destroyed on the ground, 3 Oscars on the ground plus 1 of my Sallies, so I lost 4. And I sunk, looks like this one cargo ship had 2 P-40s and this go down. And additionally I lost a torpedo bomber, okay, ops losses, and the C-33, I think this is a cargo airplane. Plus 1 of the B-17s gets killed by my flak. So I would still say that is maybe not the best way. Average 3-0 for one B17 plus Sally. If you count only the engines, then it's 3 plus, it's 5 plus, or 5 against 4. That is still, but 1-to-1 kilo ratio, I would say, is for the Japanese still acceptable. It's not a disaster. Nothing really will cripple Japan. And out of this lost airframes is only one pilot killed. So my pilots on the ground, all the airframes I lose on the ground are normally, the pilots all survived, but ship sunk was today Tennessee. Don't know why. Don't ask me. I think these are not very trustful informations, but anyway, the Tennessee sunk today. And the cargo ship. The cargo ship, we saw this really go down with the two P-40s. Okay. And it's a, I would say, standard cargo ship. 10 points. Is from point, it is long range, you can say. 15,000 is long range. The speed is nothing fast. But it's only a cargo ship, not a troop transport ship. And ground losses are, at least I'm 10 times, I think around still 11-1. This is for the ground army still good for me. I'm better than 1-to-1 kill ratio at the air is also okay. And Navy we are maybe 2-to-1 or even better. Okay. So no real big change of situations. I was not able to break here. And I think then it's really, maybe, I don't know if I will try it again or I find the way to maybe outmaneuver Jochen or give up at this way. I have Xi'an. Xi'an allow me after the airfield is done. Then I can bomb here everything in 43 or later on if I want, or at least I can control the air. I need Xi'an to cover all the northern flank. So we will see how Jochen can maintain his position here at the northern part. If I control the inner Mongolia and also Xi'an, so it's a little critical for him, but also not easy for me to break through. Here in the center part is still no real big change. Jochen controls the whole center. And the only way I think I can break this is that I try to come behind Changsha. So I have forces moving west and northwest. And I need maybe 3 more turns to arrive here, roughly. I will make maybe 15 miles per day because here's a road. So 2 turns more walking, and then the third turn will be a strike. And hopefully Jochen will not reinforce this hex too much. It's clear terrain, so there's no natural defense bonus for the defender. But still, he is maybe fort level 2 or level 3, something like this. In worst case, level 4. I have maybe 5,000 attack value can cross. So I was more or less, I come walk here, then I walk from this hex to Changsha, then I can move from Changsha in this hex, and then I move now here behind. This was more or less the way how I use it. If this is really successful, this can be the end of all operations in the center. If this fails, then in the worst case, I get cut off. So this is a win all or nothing. If I win, then I can maybe break here this 3 hexes, and then Changsha is hard to defend. If I fail, then maybe Jochen will attack behind my lines, and then I'm cut off supply lines, and then I don't know what I really can do. Then I must maybe break through somewhere else, walk back. But we'll see. North Thailand, I give up to the British aggressors. I only defend my poor peoples and my comrades here. But there is really no way to stop this. Here is Port Blair, there's still a British sub. so my I just bring in my troop convoys with air HQ and additional aviation support, so that I can build up this air base, that I can later on bring in some fighters, navy bombers, scout airplanes. So yeah, but first I maybe must get rid of the submarine, or at least I must defend it. Nothing else happened here. Palmbang is still not reached. I think I need one notch longer. Move. Ah yeah, next turn. So next turn we have the shock attack on Palmbang. Hey, if I'm lucky, I take the base immediately. Then question is normally not if I take Palmbang, it's the question how I take Palmbang. If it's end like Surabaya, oof, this would be a disaster. If it's end like Batavia, it's okay. Surabaya was 99% damage, Batavia was 50% damage. Everything more than 50% damage on Palmbang would be I think, a disaster in the long run. Maybe not immediately, but for 43 and more. And yeah, everything what happens after this. And here in Mindanao, I try to catch up. I'm moving, and yeah, Jochen defends this mountain hex here. He gets still the triple defense bonus, but I won already in this base, so there's nothing stronger coming. It's really a question of time to finish this all. Here's no activity, here's no activity. This is my battleships, and everything goes back out of fuel, out of ammunition. I will bring in a new cargo or supply reinforcements unit with aviation support. Simply, if I take Darwin, then I need aviation support to operate fighters and bombers from this base. So, because Jochen will gets kicked out of the hex, and then he will move the same speed like me, so I need airstrike to slow him down, that I can catch him up. And then I maybe hunt him down to Catherine, and then I think this here's the highway is ending. I don't know, maybe I can go to this base. Everything source of this base is desert and nonsense for me to really take. Here is no activity at Port Moresby. No activity at Tulagi. The standard night bombardment here at around New Caledonian with no impact. Here is one ship running away, so I will use maybe my carriers to hunt him down. And here is not more much in Suva, so my forces are moving. My forces are moving to the east, and hopefully in 2 turns I can strike Suva and maybe take the base. There's also reinforcements coming, so I have this is the fuel I need for my ships, and more equipment is coming soon to Suva, so that I can secure Fiji Island in the next 3, 4, 5 turns, hopefully. In the last activity we had here in the source, now I see here nothing more, the map is clean, so I don't want to come more closer to Wellington, so I will now go back with my carrier to Fiji to rearm and refuel there. I'm really low on fuel. Chukaku is also, sorties I have still 50% left, but no torpedoes, so it is simply time to return. The air capacity of Chukaku is still intact. I only lost 4 airframes in total, I think all to ops losses, so it was a successful operation. Maybe I sunk some cargo ships with some value, but nothing what really hurts Jochen. Good, thank you. See you next time. Take care. Bye bye.